Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Real Kirk72, and today I'll be going over the most elite song choices in TV shows. Now, despite what many of you may think, I actually have not seen every TV show to ever exist. I know, it's pretty crazy. So if your favorite TV show isn't mentioned in this list, don't beat yourself up about it. There's always the future. Now, with all that being said, I think it's time to get into the real juicy meat of the video. The first TV show I want to talk about is one of my personal favorite TV shows. It's nothing crazy. It's just your run-of-the-mill average. That's right, one of Cartoon Network's best shows to ever exist and one of my personal favorite TV shows. I've seen it 3 times, and every time I just love it more and more. Now, quick little disclaimer, the song I chose and the scene is in the finale of regular show, but it is just such an impactful scene and is honestly the real reason I'm making this video, just because I love that scene very much. I feel like more people need to talk about how great it is. So, if you don't want any spoilers, skip ahead to the next song. But with all that being said,
I wish you could swim like dolphins can swim. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
say what you will about regular show and season 8 as a whole, but the way the show ends with this last song is genuinely impeccable. I mean, it is so well made, and it's basically a 3-minute montage of the characters after they get home from space and what they do for the next 25 years of their life. And it just, each little character's montage fits them so well with the song playing in the background. It's
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I love it. Every single time I get chills watching it, especially with the entire weight of the series on it after you watch all the episodes leading up to it. It's a great moment and one of my favorite moments in TV shows history. And the pure finale, it's one of my favorite finales. There's been multiple other shows or movies to have David Bowie's Heroes as a song in it, and this just absolutely mops the floor with them. I'm mainly thinking about Stranger Things and that finale, which was not really good. It used Heroes as the end credit song, and it was all right. But compared to this, I mean, this is new versus pros levels, okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say besides it's just really good, and I think it's time to get on to the next show. BoJack Horseman is one of those shows that will genuinely change you after you watch it. I know it did for me. It's so emotional while also being really comedic and having some lighthearted moments as well. And this is one of those scenes in BoJack Horseman where it's obviously a little more emotional. The character BoJack Horseman is going through something, and you really can just feel it with the song A Horse With No Name playing in the background. And it's not actually like the original song by America. It's a cover, but the cover fits it so well, and it's such a great scene. Now, BoJack Horseman isn't a perfect show. I can get with certain people behind that, but it is really good at what it does, and what it does you can see well in this scene, and that's really helping the audience connect with BoJack and what he's going through, which is a lot to say for his character because most people wouldn't go through the things BoJack goes through. And the show also has some other great song choices and moments like this, but this song in this scene in particular really stood out to me, and I feel like would be perfect for this video. All right, the final show I want to touch on in this video is an anime called Cowboy Bebop. It was made in the 90s, and it's like a space western. It's one of my favorites. You know, go figure, so was every other show in this video. But the song I'm about to show you is an original song for the show, which I think really speaks to the show's soundtrack. And by the way, if you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, it does have one of the best soundtracks out of any anime or show I've ever seen. It still holds up to this day and is so good. It's so good. It's like jazz. I'm not a really big music guy, but I can't tell you all the details, but it's really good. And I recommend you watch the show if you haven't watched the show, but listen to the soundtrack because it is so well done. That being said, this is also from the finale, so if you want to avoid spoilers, by all means, thanks for watching the video. But if you want to see this, I highly encourage you to. And yeah, I feel like I just need to let the scene play for itself. That's the chef's kiss. That's the cat's meow. That song, the ending of Cowboy Bebop, that entire scene is just so peak. Dare I say, elite. That is an elite song and scene combo. And I thought it was the perfect way to end off the video. I want to turn this into a series. I want to do more songs from more shows. So if you have any examples, any ideas, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be sure to reply and try to avoid spoilers. I don't want anyone to spoil anything. I know I didn't do the best job of that in this video. I went 2 for 3. But yeah, with all that being said,
this is Sackboy Dance. Whoa! What's up, everybody?